Charmander and Mario. What's up, fellow family members? Oh, and Tom Wolf. What's up, fellow family members? Tom Wolf here. Welcome to my video game trivia show video. And there's gonna be 5 of these, by the way. So right now on the screen there's gonna be a rating scale system. And if you guys get a true blue, guys and gals, if you guys get a true blue, holy crap, you guys are pretty similar to me, and it's a little creepy. And I urge you guys and gals that like tally each one you get right and wrong and all that stuff. And there's gonna be a riddle at the end of each of the 5 videos, and that's gonna be worth 3+ points. So if you guys and gals wanna play, I hope you guys like these 5 videos. Everyone. I always say guys, but you know, it's just like a figure of speech. Anyways, let's get on with the list. Good luck, everyone, and let's see how much video game knowledge you know of my questions. On to question 1. Okay, question number 1. And I had to move Charmander and Mario over there because I want like a wall so I could just like show the question here, answer here, or something. I don't know. Shadow's annoying, but it's okay. Alright, so question number 1 is, how many worlds are in Super Mario Bros? The first one for the NES, to be exact. Just how many worlds are there? And guys and gals, pause the video. The question's gonna be up there, even if you pause the video, obviously, because I just want to go on with the answer. I don't have like a timer or anything, so bam. Okay, so basically, the answer is 8. There are 8 worlds in Super Mario Bros. And there you go. There's 8 worlds. The first one always starts in grass. Second one starts like, well, I don't know really, but I just know there's 8 worlds. And obviously, World 8 is like Bowser sort of world, and it gets like really hard and shit. So yeah, there you go. Anyways, on the well, most Mario games do have 8 worlds for the most part. If I gotta be honest, Mario 2 has 7 worlds, which is weird. Just letting you know, the Doki Doki Panic. Anyways, on to question 2. Question number 2. Who are the 2 main protagonists in Resident Evil 1 you could play as? The answer is Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield. These 2 are just iconic to me. I feel like it was a fair question. Resident Evil 1 was a marvel of its time, and Jill Valentine and Chris Redfield, they were the first survival horror, like, police shooters or something. Like, it's just very memorable to me. Both characters are really cool, even though Chris isn't. Actually, they're both not cool anymore. It's just they started off so cool. But you know what? Yeah. I almost spoiled it. I almost spoiled another question. Anyways, it's Chris Redfield, Jill Valentine. On to question 3. Question 3. How much characters can you play as in Until Dawn? Pause the video, because I'm gonna say the answer. Okay, the answer is 8. There are 8 characters you could play as, and I'm gonna try and do it without looking at the book. You play as Josh, Emily the bitch, Chris, Ashley, I probably have to look at this part, Sam, Matt, Mike, and Jessica. You can play as those 8 characters. This is a very good game, by the way. It's a good, modern, decision-making game, and if you never heard of it, definitely play it. Until Dawn is awesome, and they're gonna make a new Until Dawn game coming out in October, so I'm pumped, and that one's called Little Hope. Anyways, that was question 3. Let's get to question 4. Question number 4. How do you beat Psycho Mantis in Metal Gear Solid 1? It's a tricky one. You know what's funny? I figured this shit out when I was a kid how to beat this guy, because he's impossible if you don't do something to him. The answer to this question is you gotta switch your control port from port 1, where, you know, like where your control is always plugged into player 1, and you gotta switch it over to player 2 port. The reason you have to do this is that he reads your memory card for some odd reason, he reads your memory card. He knows what games you played. But if you switch it to port 2, he can't read your memory anymore, your memory card. I thought that was such a cool feature. That's the only way to beat that guy, because he knows everything about you game-wise, and it's a little creepy. But if you switch it to port 2, he cannot read your mind anymore, and you can kick his ass. It's awesome. Anyways, on to question 5. Question 5. This one everyone should get, I'm not gonna lie right here. What game is infamous for having fatalities? I think everyone knows this one. I hope so, at least. The answer is the Mortal Kombat games. That's it. Just every Mortal Kombat game. Finish him. What do? Fatality. I just did a freaking Mortal Kombat video, like my last video I made, besides the vlog, which you should watch before watching this video, by the way. It's a fatality. Mortal Kombat. They go together. Mortal Kombat made fatalities. I mean, enough said. Anyways, on to question 6. Alright, on to question 6. I feel like a lot of people are going to get this one wrong if you're not a fan of the series, but I am, because it's my quiz, and hopefully you guys played this game, guys and gals. Anyways, the question is, in what Batman Arkham series game does the Joker die in? I could take 2 answers, but honestly I'm looking for one true one. I would prefer just getting one, and I'll explain this. Okay, the answer is Batman Arkham City. In Batman Arkham City, the Joker actually dies towards the end. Batman legit, saw the Joker die. The Joker literally died in Batman Arkham City. But in the newest Batman game, Batman Arkham Knight, you get to cremate his body. You get to burn him alive. Even though he's already dead, you're burning his body away. So I could take both answers technically, but I would really prefer the Batman Arkham City one. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you gotta put an X, I'm here. Sorry. He died in Arkham City. It's a great series. They're all good, by the way. Highly recommend it if you're a Batman fan like me. And let's go to question 7. Question 7. Who is the main protagonist of The Wolf Among Us? The answer is Bigby Wolf. This game is awesome, by the way. If you never heard The Wolf Among Us, play it right now. And this quiz video, trivia, whatever video I'm making, it's a good insight of people of if you never heard this game or anything, I'm basically trying to recommend it to you that it's awesome. This quiz trivia video is awesome. It's not just to test how much you know, it's if you never heard it too, get on it. It's fun. It's on my video for a reason. These are memorable experiences. Bigby Wolf is just awesome. Slang awesome game. Awesome game. Awesome game. On to number 8. Question number 8. When starting out in a Bomberman game, how much bombs could you drop at a time when you first start out? The question is 1. Whenever you start a game in Bomberman, you always just could drop 1 bomb. And every single game you play as Bomberman, as far as I know always, I think, yeah, you just drop 1 bomb. Until you get power-ups where you could get kangaroos, extra bombs, fire bombs that increases your, your range of damage and all that stuff. And there you go. Bomberman, you could drop 1 bomb at a time when starting out. Question 9. In what game can you create your own Sonic hero creation? The answer is Sonic Forces. This game's not too great, but it's not bad either. You get to create your own hero and fight alongside with Sonic, Knuckles, and the whole team, and you just fight against Eggman and all that shit as usual. And plus, well, I don't want to say it. It might spoil anything in the future. But anyways, let's get to number 10. Question 10. In what Mario game did they introduce the catsuit power-up? It's personally one of my favorite Mario games, surprisingly, and that answer is Super Mario 3D World for the Wii U. I think it's a great game. It's definitely top 3 for me. I don't know what my top 3 Mario games are, but that game is awesome. And they introduced, yeah, a cat stew power-up where you could climb walls and do cat attacks and all that other shit. Looks cute. There you go. On to question 11. Alright, we're going old school. Question 11. What are the starter Pokemon you can choose in Pokemon Red and Blue? The answer is Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur. You know, like your basic elements, fire, grass, water. It's pretty cool. And there you go. Those 3. Charmander, Squirtle. Like, I never really played the Pokemon games too much, but I remember as a kid, I always wanted to, like, take it from, like, my cousin and play as much as I could, since I didn't own it. So, it was fun. It was good times, but I think that's as far as I got. Just got to the starter Pokemon and went in the grass fields and just fought, like, an enemy here and there, but nothing great, but it's a very fun RPG, and you know, it's Pokemon. On to question 12. Question 12. What enemy cannot be killed in the RE2 remake until the very end? That answer is Mr. X. Mr. X could not be killed. I showed it in my video. This motherfucker cannot be killed unless you face him as the boss on the final fight. That's it. Everything else, throw a grenade launcher, throw another grenade, throw some guns at him, do anything, throw him in a spike pit, burn him in lava. He always comes back. It's Mr. X, he's badass. He's one of the scariest enemies of all time for console games, like easily. But nothing will beat the House 2, by the way. Which didn't make the list because how could I really promote that too much? But that is a good game. It is a good game. It's an online PC game. Anyways, off topic, Mr. X is a badass. Don't mess with him. He'll kick your ass. On to number 13. Number 13. What system was the game Fatal Fury on? This system that's very unknown to me back in the day is called the Neo Geo system. I played some of these games, the Neo Geo system, for this Wii game called SNK Arcade Collection or something. I did it for my channel, and there's a bunch of Neo Geo games on it, and they're pretty cool for the most part. It's just I never heard of this system back in the day, and it was really expensive. And Fatal Fury is one of the most popular games off it for sure. It's definitely top, you know, like top games for it for sure. Because Fatal Fury is a pretty well-known series, and it was first on the Neo Geo. It's a cool system. And let's get to question 14. Okay. Question 14. What is the mascot's name for Little Big Planet? Who's the mascot for Little Big Planet? The answer is Sackboy. That little brown little doll with like a zipper right here. That's the mascot for Little Big Planet. Like, Little Big Planet's just like such like an well, yeah, it's kind of like unknown now because of Dreams and all the stuff, how you could create your levels and all that stuff, but Little Big Planet is the one that started it. I'm just letting everyone know that. And I played the creepy Mickey Mouse levels and all that stuff for that game. It just feels like no one will ever talk about Little Big Planet anymore, sadly. Anyways, on to question 15. That's why I hate recording outside. How many Spyro games are for the PS1? This is question 15, by the way. How many Spyro games are for the PS1? Just like Crash Bandicoot, which this question's not on, both of them are 3. Spyro and Crash. These are the true mascots of PlayStation right here. These games are awesome. Like, there you go. These 3 are just like what makes these characters, and either one of them should have been the mascot of PlayStation. I don't care if it's Crash, I don't care if it's Spyro. It should just be one or the other. These 3 in the trilogy are just perfect. And there you go. There's 3 Spyro games, and they're all great. They're all fun in their own way. It's kind of like a fetch quest sort of thing, so if you enjoy that stuff, you'll love Spyro. I promise that much. If you like platforming and fetch questing shit, Spyro's your game, let me tell you. Anyways, on to question 16. Question 16. What horror adventure shooter game for the PS3 has you play as the main character, Isaac Clarke? I feel like no one's gonna get this one for the most part. Oh, man, maybe. The answer for this one is Dead Space. I think Dead Space is a very untalked about, like, horror shooter in the genre. It's, like, really good. It's just like Resident Evil 4, but it takes place in space. It's really cool. I highly recommend it. It was a big PS3 title back in the day. I don't really hear people talk about Dead Space too much anymore, but it's a really good game. It's pretty creepy. There's some crazy batshit aliens in the game. It's pretty cool. It just sets like a tone of like Resident Evil 4 almost, and it's a good game. Good game. Anyways, on to question 17. Alright, I feel bad for asking this question to Fox McCloud because I hate remembering dates too, but this question in particular makes me feel like how old I am now. And this question for number 17 is, what year did the PS4 come out? Because when I look at this number, I'm just like, damn, I'm old. It feels like the PS4 is so new, but it's really not. And the answer is 2013. I'm just getting old, that's it. I still think the PS4 is a pretty new system for the most part, but it's really not. It's 7 years old at this point. It's pretty crazy if you think about it. Anyways, on to number 18. Number 18. What game uses the Super Nintendo mouse for the SNES? Okay, I'm gonna say the answer. I hope everyone's pausing, by the way. The answer is Mario Paint for the Super Nintendo. This game made you create like your own music and stuff, and I think you could draw, well, you could paint in it, obviously. Mario Paint. You could also make music in it, I remember. You could just do like weird stuff, like, so like stuff you could do on the computer, like little artsy craftsy stuff, like the little paint thing we had like for the old school like computers back in the day, you could basically do in Mario Paint. It's pretty cool. Pretty interesting game. Has some good music in it and all that stuff. Anyways, let's get to number 19. Question 19. I feel like everyone should get these next two questions right. If not, I might look at you different. I'm just saying. Question 19. What other name does Bowser go by? What other name does Bowser go by? Okay, I'm gonna say the answer. The answer is King Koopa. If you haven't heard of King Koopa, are you sure you're a gamer? I'm just saying. It's a pretty iconic name right there. And also, I didn't know this, to be honest, so Bowser actually goes by another name. He also goes by Great Demon King, which I never heard, to be honest. But King Koopa? Come on, King of the Koopas? It's Bowser. Come on, I'm just kidding. If you didn't know that, oh well. It's just because I played Mario my whole life, for the most part, and overall, I like Sonic more now, sadly. It's just... But King Koopa, it just sticks like glue. Anyways, on to number 20. Question 20. What is the most popular skateboard game series of all time? I mean, I'm sure people only know one anyway. What is the most popular skateboard series for video games of all time? The answer is the Tony Hawk Pro Skater series. Whoever has not heard of Tony Hawk, please jump on that board and do some tricks. Like, we gotta get this going, man. If you guys and gals never heard of Tony Hawk Pro Skater, I urge you to play any of those games immediately, because that game is really, really fun. Any of them. Because they're all the same for the most part. It's like Mega Man. They're all the same, but like, it's so good what they add to the table. It's like, you can do all these tricks that you can't really do in real life and stuff, and you get to play as Shrek and Spider-Man. Spoiler, sorry, but just saying, this game is amazing. It'll make you wanna be interested in skateboarding for sure if you play it, for sure. It does for me. That's how I got into longboarding and skateboarding to begin with, because of this series. Anyways, that's the end of it, but before we end it, I'm gonna give you a bonus riddle, and if you get it right, then you get 3 extra points. Even if you got all these questions right, then you get 3 plus points. So that's awesome. There you go. And I'm gonna say the riddle in the next video, what the answer is in the beginning of the video. So I'm not gonna even say the answer. So you guys could think of this riddle all you want, guys and gals. All you want. So here is my riddle. My riddle is, the more you see of me, the less you see. What am I? Stay tuned for the answer in the next video. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Stay classy, always eat your pizza. It's always just gonna be this little layout for the next 4 videos, so if you hate me, you don't have to watch it, but I think it's an interesting idea. Boom chakalaka.